Hey, so this session of We is Greater Than Me is called Different Bags, One Build. One thing I've noticed while building my Lego set is that every bag has a different number. I showed those to you before. There's bag one, bag two, bag three, bag four, and so on. Each one contains different pieces, different shapes, different colors, different purposes. They're all important to the build. Now imagine if several people were helping me build. I could hand each person a bag. One person would organize bag one, somebody else could do bag two, another has bag three, and so on. And before long, we'd bring all those sections together and the project would move much faster. But here's the problem. I don't want anyone touching my Legos. Seriously, building Legos is my quiet place. It's how I decompress. It's my stress relief. It is even my time with God. So when it comes to Legos, I actually enjoy building alone. The problem is, what works for a hobby doesn't always work for an organization. Some of us lead our teams the exact same way that I build my Legos. We keep every bag, every instruction, every decision, every problem, every responsibility. Not because no one else can help, but because we're convinced nobody will do it like we do. Sometimes we do delegate, or at least we think we do. We hand someone a bag. Then 5 minutes later, we ask, "What have you done?" "Let me see." "That's not how I would have done it." "Here, just give it back." Or we stand over them the entire time, checking, correcting, redirecting, watching every move. At that point, you haven't delegated. You've just hired yourself an assistant because they're still doing your work your way on your timeline while you supervise every brick they touch. And that can be exhausting for both you and them. Sometimes our inability to delegate has nothing to do with the other person, but it has everything to do with us. Maybe we've been disappointed before. Maybe we've had to clean up someone else's mess. Maybe we've learned that if we want something done right, you know it, we have to do it ourselves. And while that mindset may have protected us at one point, eventually it becomes the very thing that limits us. Because organizations don't grow through one builder, they grow through many builders. Then there are those moments when someone is doing exactly what you asked. They're just not doing it as fast as you would. Or maybe they take a different route. They solve the problem differently. And because it doesn't look like your process, you're assuming it's wrong. Can I tell you something? Different isn't always wrong. Sometimes another builder sees something that you may have missed. Sometimes another set of hands can build something even better than what you imagined. You see, a healthy leader doesn't need to hold every brick. A healthy leader knows which bricks belong in someone else's hands. Because if I insist on building every section myself, eventually one of two things is going to happen. Either the project slows down or the builder burns out. Neither one is going to help this house to succeed. I've had to question myself and ask myself some hard questions. Do I not trust them? Or do I just struggle with giving up control? Am I protecting excellence? Or am I protecting my own comfort? Do I really believe this is our mission? Or do I secretly believe it's my mission? Those aren't easy questions, but they are necessary. The goal was never for one person to finish the house. The goal was always for the house to be built. If everyone has a different bag, different gifts, different strengths, different experiences, then maybe God never intended for one person to carry every piece. Maybe leadership isn't proving that you can build it alone. Maybe leadership is creating an environment where everyone is trusted to bring their bag to the table. Because at the end of the day, it isn't about who snapped the most bricks together. It's about whether the house got built.